Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to Falls City here in City's Skyline. Or should I say Falls Town? Or is it more of a city now? I don't know. It's quite a big population. Last episode, we added in the little kind of taxi service and the little train depot cargo terminal thingy-mabob booty for the forestry area. And we set up some basic infrastructure all ready for this episode as we continue to expand the city. So today I want to try and drop in some brand new industry in terms of space, kind of industrial planning, whatever it's called. Get some brand new residential into maybe a little bit of commercial, and we'll probably look at specialising, if we do add in some commercial, to either leisure or tourism, just to kind of, change things up from the norm. Last episode then we got this kind of basic infrastructure in, and there's kind of 3 access points to this whole area that we're going to build upon today. So we got this one down here, which I thought was pretty cool and quite smart. Kind of utilizes this side of the roundabout rather than this kind of congested section. The road keys to go under over here connects down to there, which is also linked up to either these 2 roundabouts to go in multiple directions. We have the big roundabout that goes over to kind of keep the traffic flowing, hooked up to the highway, and the little depot over there, which keeps the traffic flowing. It's all beautiful, it's all good. Now, at the moment, there's no issues. But I'm sure at some point we're going to see some issues arise with the amount of stuff we're going to be adding in. So it's going to be a lot of fun trying to get this all in. Now, if you've been asking what's going on with these demands here, well, it's because I got the super demand mod on. Now, I can turn that off to see a realistic demand of what we have in the city, but the only problem is, because of how big the city is, it's not huge demands. I need that mod installed to be able to have some form of growth when we build new areas. So unfortunately, I can't get rid of that for this size of the city at the moment, because nothing will just simply grow, unfortunately, but it doesn't affect it too much. I want to see now the job prospects. So 15% unemployed. So there is a lot of jobs available, just not a lot of jobs for everybody. I just don't know why that's like that, but I'm just hoping when we get some more jobs over here, because this is very heavily residential on this side. So I'm going to start building some more jobs up here and stuff like that. Maybe people over here that could potentially be unemployed might be able to work. We'll find out. So we want this to be kind of a space planning industry all over this side. So we're going to start with some roads. Going to be pretty cool. Now, I ain't going to go crazy. We're going to do it naturally. And do a small pocket here of space industrial planning. Because I don't want to create too much traffic. So what we'll do is we'll first start with this type of road. And we'll bring this off here. I'm going to get rid of the snapping grids, because we can manually design this all ourselves. And we'll bring this up to about here. And then from that, we'll bring it up. Go into there. That's to there. Now, it is kind of a cliff there, so I don't want to go too much over the edge. And then we'll kind of, off that, we'll bring this one down. Do you know what we'll do? Actually, we'll put the snapping back on. We'll bring this up to about here. Bring that across. Create a nice little loop there. I like it. And I have all the little roads coming off it here. So we'll bring one down to here. Again, we'll take the snapping off now so we can get something cool set up. So one to about there. And of course, one to about there. So this is just keeping the traffic flowing, not too much congestion and stuff like that. We'll have a nice little bend of a one here. So that can bend the semi down to there. And then we'll use these. And they'll all snap now so I can get that. There we go. How would that look? It's not too bad. It keeps it flowing round. And we can do something different over here. So one there. One there. Then we have a little section there. Right. It's not too major, not too crazy. Just right. So let's get some piping in. I want to be able to as well do paths and stuff around. So again, it doesn't look like much now, but once we got it all in, should be beautiful. So we'll start with this side to begin with. So let me first zone it. So this, I didn't realize how big I zoned this area here. So de-zone that to there, because now it's not needed to be that area. And we'll just zone this side first. The Barlow District. That's quite a cool name, isn't it? We'll get some. Wait, let me designate what this area is going to be first. So where's the industry one? So industry, generic. Is it that one I want? Space planning, isn't it? IT cluster. Wait, which one is it? Generic industry. I forgot how I designate it now. Is it in here? City planning. Ah, there we go. Industrial space planning. That's what we want. Anything else that would be good for it? No, we'll just keep it like that. Industrial space planning. And then obviously we'll make it all. Make it all become industry. There we go. They're going to need power as well. So is it worth dropping... not one of those. Just making the power grids come over. There we go. So I've dropped that down. We now got to start waiting for it to build. It will come slow. Oh, we have got it in play mode. Let's put it into what this game now considers fast mode. There we go. Then I got a little bit of power. And once they've all built up and we can see where the buildings are coming and going, then we can start looking at putting in like paths and linking them over the highways and stuff like that and connect up to various areas. So we let that area build up then for a bit of like space industrial planning. And over here, we're going to do some residential. So taking the same idea, we're going to do this here. So we'll do it about there. We'll have it come down. And we'll stop it here. That little road, and bring this one up slightly. Bring that to about there. And I think it'd be quite cool if it bridged over. So we're going to have to now create that bridge or connection. So if I brought that to about here. So bridge it up. Right, it's slightly off a bit, so let's use the move it tool. There we go. So by creating that little kind of sweeping connection through, it just gives another way to get through. So we're not like totally like, you know, jam packing the roads with stuff, which I think is quite cool. So coming off this then, we'll have a road that goes down. We'll have multiple roads that come off this. So we'll have another one. Right, we'll make this one go down to, well, cut in there. No, I don't want it to do that. Damn fool. So bring this down. There we go. So it creates a little pocket there. And then we can do some pretty cool stuff off it then. So let's go nice and bendy now. I think that's a very interesting shape, isn't it? I'm sure we can connect that up in a better way. Nice little semicircle. That's quite cool. I like that. And then from here, a part of me wants to connect that via road, but then I want to leave that as it is. So bend that round like that. Keeps the natural flow going. I like it. We'll do all paths in the middle and parks and connect it up that way. But ultimately this looks pretty good. So we'll do a straight road now going, well, semi-straight there. I like the bend of it because it's quite natural. We'll create like a little cul-de-sac there. Create a cul-de-sac here. Create one just there as well. And we can do the odd one or two here. So I like the little cul-de-sacs that it will create. We might as well just do another one. And there too. Nice, mate. And then let's have one That just goes to there. Fills in that area. How's the space industrial planning over here going? Looking pretty swell. We've got no vehicles heading over there just yet, but we should maybe start to see some arrive very soon. So I'm liking how that's looking. I'm liking how that's looking so far. We might as well just zone the rest of it. You know, actually no. We'll place down the water first, and then we'll zone some residential there. And by the time we build all the other areas, might as well just place down water everywhere over here. But by the time we build the other areas in like infrastructure, this area then should have people moving in eventually. I hate doing the water pipes because I never know what the best method to go with is. It's something that you don't really need to bother with making it look beautiful or effective, as long as it just covers the area. You're kind of okay, but it's just one of those things. I never really kind of care about the water supply, like how it looks underground. So this, unfortunately, is the best we're gonna get it. There we go. It does the job, right? Okay, so let's zone this then. No, let's set the area first. So drop this in. I think for now I'm gonna make this all one area, and then I don't know where I'm gonna do the commercial side of it. So we'll play around with it. So just drop all that in. I'm not sure what specialities I'm gonna do in this area. And then we can make this be another different area as well. Again, oh, damn it. Not too sure what it's going to be. Broad Heights, that one's called down there. That's quite cool. What's this one going to be called? Madison Park. I like that. I like the names it's come up with these. We haven't seen these names before. Pretty good. Right. So let's now get this all zoned. I'm going to pause it now just so I can throw it all in perfectly. Right, let's just paintbrush it. There we go. We'll drop some parks in a little bit later. I just want to get the main area up and running. Now, this is the interesting bit here. I don't want to go to the edges on the majority of it. Right, go to there. We could run some commercial down the center of it. That could be the way to go with it. But ultimately, we'll see. Right, they're going to need power connected. So that will connect them via power. So let them do what they've got to do. And let's create some more roads over here. So we're going to have one road just simply come out to there. And then with this, we'll initially create the block that we're kind of going with at the moment. And we'll have the block go there to there. Right, that's the block that we've got. But of course, we want to make it so much better than that. There's two little pieces coming off there, which look really cool. I like it. There we go. Keep it like that. That's actually pretty cool. There's only one entrance in. Keeps this road all free and the traffic fully flowing. We're going to go... We'll maximize this here. There we go. And use this inlet road too. So maximize those, because that then creates the loop round. A nice little loop effect. And then we'll play off that with each of these. Alright, we can just have straight roads almost all coming off this. And just a little one that sticks out a bit there. Well, that's pretty dope then. I like that. Okay, so that's now been built up. I mean, yeah, we're now getting traffic flow into this area, which it's screaming out for workers. It is screaming out for workers, so we do need some good transport links over here to get the people over there. Right, so we got residential now coming in. We'll do the same thing over here, drop it down a load of... Right, I'll quickly pause it while I get it all in, just so I don't accidentally mess it all up. Alright, let's just paint it. Now the rest. Alright, that one want that to probably go about there and only there. Alright, residential in there. Get the rest over here. Right, let me bucket what I can here. Alright, let's get the edges and then we can paint the rest. Alright, so that's where I want the residential to be. Everything else can be commercial based. So I could like throw that all in now. Which is pretty cool now because the shop's on the main drag and main like section. So before I put it back into play mode, I will... Oh, no. I will place down the paths and where I want them. So just for now, we'll place it to there. I want to get some paths in now. So I'm just going to focus on the main ones to transport the people around. So there to there is going to be one. There we go. It connects those. We need a connection here. Beautiful. Little ones just dipping in there. This secures people and make, you know, gets them to like walk to places rather than using vehicles. And then this one will just cut straight through like that. So they're just the basic ones I need set up. This is it. And then we'll do all the windy ones that go around the outskirts of each section a little bit later. But this is just the main ones. So that's all good. I don't feel like... Oh, one last thing. I don't feel like I need any more after this. Just having a quick glance. What about over here at the industry? Maybe one that kind of walks up to there. Yeah, we're going to need one that cuts in down here. Sorry, factories. Sorry. Not sorry. That's all good. Oh, no, we can have one here. There we go. Right, I'm happy with that. Right, do your worst. Building mechanisms. Do your worst. Okay, so we're up to that point now, and Madison Park's pretty much free. We've got some commercial running down there. Now, might get a little bit of residential in there. Probably not too much, maybe a bit more industry up to the top and to the side. But I want it to flow down here as well. So let's keep this going. So at some point we need to create a connection, and I think I'll do the one here. And we'll kind of bend it round as if the road is like a trail. Right, that's not going to work too much, is it? How steep is that slope? Oh, it's fairly steep. Okay. Okay, well, let me come from this angle. There we go. So a nice little loop that goes round. And then we'll play off this. It's actually a pretty cool area, this, isn't it? I'm liking what we've done in this little kind of area. It's like a little wiggly spider. It really is, isn't it? Right, okay. So that's looking pretty cool. We'll drop down the remaining commercial where I want it. So now I can then literally just paint this whole area residential. There we go. Back to the path then, because we've got a few extra paths I can now drop in. Right, so one there. Connect these guys up to that path. Get some little side ones going on here. And ultimately, we could actually make these ones go under, couldn't we? But we'll see. Let's pull this up. We could do something like this, couldn't we? Have that squeeze through and have it all connect up to each one of these. That's actually pretty cool. Right, we'll come back to the rest of the paths a little bit later. We'll just wait for all the buildings to get the kind of fully functioning all set up. We're now starting to see more traffic come into here, which is good. As people now start moving in. Population's having a nice little boost. No workers in this area, but obviously we got more people now moving in. So once they moved in, we should have workers for this. So let's take a look at this area now then. It's actually looking pretty dope. I can't wait till it's fully upgraded as well. When we get some ledger in and it becomes skyscrapers. So yeah, let's look at this area next then. So it's like I don't want too many connection roads coming off it. So is it possible to create a straight road? And then that will get treated, you know, as a four-way crossroad. So traffic flows a little bit better. Have one going that way, one going that way. Which would be quite nice. What if I solely upgrade that to a one-lane road like that? And then we could probably get away with doing a nice little cut in again. I don't want to go too crazy with these cuts in, do I? There we go. We'll go with that. Not bad. And then we'll come off this one here. There we go. Let's go by one. Maximize the grid spacing. Like that. Do the same this way. Nice. So I'm just trying to keep it off the main little drag strip there where you can see the majority of the traffic take place. Yeah, they're now starting to gain workers as everyone moves in. Look at the amount of vehicles now coming to this area. I wish we could speed up a lot quicker though and get them all moved in faster. We need to add some transport links too. Right. So because I'm trying to keep traffic off this area, this next bit's going to be quite interesting. No, then again, I can have the connection up here because the main traffic's going to be down this road to the cargo terminal there. So if I made this come up here, then we're pretty much all good. So just do a basic crisscross. Oh, no, we won't do that one there. And just cut roads in where needs be. We're doing the old grid effect in this area. And we'll get away with a grid this way. Oh, damn, man. Got me right at the end, that one did. Right, and I think we'll end this to there. So it's quite a cool little pattern, which I do like. What if I got rid of these little extra bits? Or maybe like that. It's quite a cool pattern, isn't it? We can do something around the edges of it. So where we need to, let's now create the paths. So the people have the ability to walk. Again, only if they want to. Had a little bit of trouble with that one there, didn't I? Right, everything else there should be fine. This is the monstrosity we need to look at. Alright, so first connect it all up. And then every so often there we'll dip it in. We do the same thing over here. Just create one there. That can be linked in many different ways to that one. Beautiful. Well, it's not quite connected or touching, is it? Now it is. Right, cool. Right, there, look at that. They're now starting to get more and more workers, which is beautiful for us. Okay. So traffic is slightly building up, which is inevitable because people are moving in. It's not until everyone's fully moved in are we going to see it die down slightly. So let's start ding-a-linging and placing in the residential where we want it. I'm going to pause it. So all the spots that we want residential, we'll drop it in. And then all the other little gaps, a little bit of industry, we'll throw in too. So we'll do some industry here. Let's paint it. A little bit of industry there. Oh no, that's low commercial. Alright, let's get the commercial all in. Right, I'm happy with that then. So I need to push this zone over here into the space planning section. There we go. So that will satisfy those guys. That not only creates more jobs, we've got more people working here, more commercial too. So it's going to be pretty damn dope, this area, once it's all up and running. We need to look and think about getting in some transport links now. So we can see the traffic building up here now. It's only because people are moving in. It will die down eventually. So if we just get rid of the traffic lights for now and let the traffic flow. Yeah. Traffic is building up. But that should eventually clear itself. Right, I want to place in some subway network systems then. So we're going to have one on either side. So it's probably best to have one here. And then also have one about there. So if we add some there, and then is it worth having another one up here? I feel like no. So let's connect these up. It's going to be a bit weird now for a connection, isn't it? There we go, that one's connected. And what we'll do is we'll kind of bend this round like this and connect it this way. And then we eventually connect it down to there, but we're going to have this city expand down here, and then we want another connection there, which will hook up to the this system here that we've currently got up and running, which looks a little bit weird. We can play around with that, but we can't really do much of it anyway. So I'm going to create a very basic subway system now. This goes to there, to there. That will then filter in to this one, and then come back on itself. Now, it's only going to serve those 3 stops, but it should get people going to where they need to get to. Hopefully. Hopefully, he says. Right. Let's take a look at this traffic situation then. So, looking at it, it's just trying to make all the peeps now get to where they need to get gone. So everyone's coming out. It's pretty much everyone's trying to filter in, because they've come down here. They've either come this way or that way or whatever it may be. Around here, down. So they're coming into the city. We need to filter them a lot better. So let's filter the traffic lanes. So they were good. It's when it gets to this point. We need to tell them that they can't change lanes. So the lane they're in, they've got to be certain what lane they need to be in. So we'll say that goes to that way, that goes to there and straight on, that goes to there and straight on. So even before they've got to this area, they've already picked their lanes they need to get into, which as you can see they now have. So that will push the traffic further back, more slightly forward. We're telling this now where they need to go. I'm pretty much doing the same over here now. Getting everybody in the right filtered lanes. Let's get this up and running. So, bam. Right, that lane's all good because there's not much traffic there, but we should start seeing people. Yeah, the backup is now starting to flow back a bit, which is good for us. It's just simply a waiting game to get the traffic coming through. It's literally all we can do at the moment is just wait for the traffic to flow through. Alright, so we can get it filtered a lot earlier. There we go. The flow at the back is now going through. It's just clearing up this little mess right now. We've got a hunk of traffic now coming through as well. From the right side, which we didn't have before. But that's filtering into 3 lanes, so that should eventually move. It's just obviously as they're crisscrossing their paths. People are walking. You can see the people walking. Using the subway system too. Where else do we need to? Okay, that's kind of completely cleared the traffic issue that we had now. As traffic continues to flow around and round and round. It's just a little backlog here. Now this is just the initial traffic you get when people move into a brand new residential area. That's all this is. So we're waiting for them to filter in. I wish they used this more. Oh, I just realised. They're crossing. It's not good, is it? I've just realised they're crossing here. This is kind of annoying now, isn't it? Damn, boy. So how is it possible to fix that issue? Because you'll make it come out there and go that way, but then the other one needs to cross over it, doesn't it? That becomes very annoying. Right, I'm going to pause it. Let me see if I can do anything with this. I think I seen somebody comment about this. And I wasn't quite sure what that was on about, but now it makes complete sense. So we would want those to cross in almost like that. Right. But the people this way... Oh my goodness. I realise how difficult this is. So if that got filtered like this, and then we made that much of a harsher bend. Right, let me try something. If I bent it the other way? No, it wouldn't work. The issue we now have with the roundabout. So this is probably not the best idea. See, I knew it seemed too good of an idea, this did, didn't it? It seemed too good of an idea. So if that went like that, it's not going to work, is it? Right, the only way I can think about this now working is if one went underground. Right, I have to do it like that for a second. And then one cut in. Right, if we do it like that, it's not perfect. But obviously, let's see the traffic now flow in. Right, when they figured out where they've got to go. If they were to go straight on, it means the traffic then flows. But it's ugly as hell, isn't it? Right, I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to fix that before next episode and come up with a better route. I don't want to do it just now. But it's set up now where the traffic will flow. But it's not perfect. So I'm taking a mental note of this, guys. I will fix this for next episode, so don't worry. How's the traffic backlog over here right now? So the traffic backlog has now come back. As traffic comes from many different directions. I've been thinking it's probably a cool idea to create an inlet here as well. Because we're not seeing huge traffic issues at the moment. So I'm going to create an inlet there as well. And obviously make sure that they can't do a turn there. So that should free up these inlets now as well then. And then they might come down here and take this road down because no one's really coming down here. Let's take the heat off this side a little bit. Should be pretty cool. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Very impressed with it. Very, very impressed. So why if I told this road here was solely an inlet road, and if anybody wanted to go out, they have to go around this way? Would that change much? I don't know. What I ultimately need to do is wait for everybody who's just moving in, wait for it to die, because our population is still growing, so people are still moving in. So there's not a lot I can do until that's died down to then get a real feel for the area. So in that meantime then, let's get some leisure stuff in. Let's get some parks in. So let's get this one in on the corner there. That is not fully on the corner either. There we go. Create some little leisure hotspots. Let's go for a nice little... I want like a smaller one now, like this. A little dog park. Just thrown in there. Watch the leisure increase. We'll do a couple of car parks too. Around, where is the... there it is. Let's say around here. We should look a multi-story car park. Just next to the subway system. So you can park your car if you want to get onto it. It's quite a cool idea, isn't it? And let's bring up some more then. A nice little carousel will be good. We need some services in here too. These parks are a bit too big. There we go, drop that one in there. Mirror that one on that side. Nice little one there. And can we get a bigger version in here? No, so we have to go for this little small one. That's okay. And then throw a nice little small one over here as well. Right, all good with the parks for now. Nice little cow there. Looks kind of cool, doesn't it? How many people are using this? 458. No way. And where's the other one over here? 92. So more people are using that one then, which is quite cool. See, the traffic's now died down. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're starting to get the skyscrapers now arriving. That's a fully fledged big boy building. Nice. Got some more big boys over here too. They're the shopping centre ones as well. So the residential ones just still got to grow. We just need to get some services in these areas. So we need fire then. The fire department. In that area. Does it cover... How much of the area does it cover? That's what I want to know. So... Oh, it does pretty much all of it. Not bad. Policing as well. We go for the enforcer tower. Now place it on this side. And how much does that do? All of it as well. Not bad. So a little bit now of healthcare. And we go for another big hospital. And I feel like this should be placed up here somewhere. We'll go for the big one or the Life Centre Hospital. More of a skyscraper style. Just squeeze that in there. Does that cover good healthcare for this area? Yes. Nice. And obviously we got to handle the death care. So we get like the odd cemetery or cremation place or two. So one there. So you see how far it spreads. Right, it doesn't spread too far. So we'll squeeze one in over there. And just to be safe, we'll squeeze one at the end over there too. And garbage needs... We did get rid of one of the garbage plants that was on that side. So it's probably worth squeezing another one in. Maybe over here. Right, 2 there. We'll drop in. I want to see how much it now increases our garbage processing status. Just a bit. We've got more capacity than production, so that's good for us. Traffic has now completely died down to a point where we can see the issues we have, which is going to be this area here, which is obvious. So it's probably worth removing traffic lights in general from that section. So that's constantly like flowing. Passengers now increased on this one. That's good for us. So the traffic isn't as bad as I originally thought this area was going to be, which is pretty dope. Let's get some trees in there. So let's paint some trees in. Get this area beautiful. So let's fill in all the gaps and nooks and crannies with a little bit of trees. And there's one last thing I want to do once I got these trees in. That is connect up the path over some of the highways and various spots. Mainly this one. There's no really good connection over. So we need that ultimately. And this is probably a good spot here. So let's start with this one then. So it's is it too small to bridge it? Oh, I could do a bridge like that and then we'll use the move it tool to bring it down. So it looks like super duper high right now. But the move it tool can make it the perfect height. There we go, and people can now walk across and go down. It's a bit too high to connect down to here, isn't it? Oh, I can connect it there. Oh, that's quite a... Imagine going down that on a skateboard. Or if it snowed and you slipped at the top. One, it would be hilarious, but two, terrifying. Right, can I also do one here? Right, and how low can I take this now to the ground, maybe? There we go. And again, use the move it tool because it does look ridiculous, like on stilts. There we go. So this bridges both of those little areas over there. Creates a good connection. And if I can squeeze one last one in here too, that would be perfect. All the way down to there. And everybody in this side is now able to access this area so much more easier. See, it might boost like the jobs and the economy and stuff like that. So a nice few little connections there. Very impressed. Very, very impressed. Traffic's holding up pretty well. No major issues, no major backlogs or jams. People using these bridges now. So, yeah, one person's about to go over. A couple of people walking over there. Oh, people are using this as the shortcut to get down to this side. That's quite interesting. Nice. So this is a pretty cool area. So our population now is closing into 200,000 quite rapidly. Which shows us that people are still moving in this area. There is no way in which this area is fully expanded or grown just yet, as the buildings continue to rise and upgrade and ding-a-ling. Education-wise right now, 10% uneducated. That has now risen because obviously, of course, we've gained a population boost. Obviously, when new people move in, they're uneducated, so they've all got to go through the system again. Unemployment is still at 12%, but we've made more jobs available. That's the interesting thing. We've made more jobs available. So now it literally just comes down to trying to fill up those jobs. Everyone who... This was originally nobody was working here. Now we have quite a few people working here. A lot of them are overeducated. And yeah, so I feel like this side here will probably be more residential, but we'll also get a bunch of offices in too. That'd be a nice thing to get on this side, just to kind of, you know, because a lot of them need office jobs, office-based jobs, should I say. That's what would also bring the unemployment completely down as well, which is going to be pretty handy for us. We need to get rid of traffic lights there. Make that continually flow. Anywhere else that would benefit from no traffic lights? I just like how there's no road connection, no connections there, and they've all got to drive round. It just makes that completely free and flowing. It is kind of cool. We'll get rid of that one there. It's perfect. It's a cool little area. Cool little area. Nice addition to the city as it continues to grow. Look at it all now filled in. We've now filled in that gap, and then we're going to fill in the gap around here and stuff like that. We're slowly getting there, guys. We're slowly filling up the whole map right now, which is kind of crazy to think that we're getting to that point. So let us know in the comment section down below, guys. Do you want me to focus on this area next? We get some offices in? Or should I look to finally building the ore kind of industrial area? What do you reckon? Let me know in the comment section down below. But I just want to see now, how has that unemployment changed? Still at 12%. More people are being employed. More people are now being employed. It's at 88,300. It's still increasing. But then again, so are the jobs. The jobs are also increasing too. So we're slowly employing more people. Our population is almost at 200,000. Oh, there we go. We've just reached 200,000 population. It's a big milestone for the city, guys. A very big milestone. Anyway, guys, hope you did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.